Hello, Fieldberg friends. This is Pastor Eric, and I have more information on our Come to the Table campaign. A few people have asked the question about the timing of this campaign. We've got COVID-19 going on, and there's all kinds of disruptions in the world, and maybe some ask, is this really the time to run a campaign? It turns out, as surprising as this might sound, this might be a pretty good time to be running a campaign. Let's look back at some things in the not too distant past. First, let's recall September 11th, 2001. After the events of September 11th, there was actually a very significant increase in church attendance. When the world is frightening, or when things change and seem very disrupted, it turns out that the place of faith, it turns out that our foundation in Jesus Christ becomes incredibly important, and people come to the table. People need this foundation we share in Jesus Christ. Second, let's take a look at the years from 1980 to 2007. During those 28 years, there were 5 distinct periods that economists labeled as recessions over those years. And yet, through all of those years, from 1980 all the way to 2007, generosity and charitable giving went up every single year, in the good years and even in the bad years. And let's look at one last example, the rather significant recession of the year 2008. And there was a big drop in the stock market. The big surprise at that time is that in the total dollars given to charitable causes, it has gone up every single year since 2008. Whether the recovery has been going fast or slow, the charitable giving kept increasing. As it turns out, economic conditions are not even a major factor in deciding the success of a campaign or a fundraising effort. And actually, some experts in fundraising campaigns are saying that this might even be advantageous for us to do a campaign right now. Think about these 3 things. Because we are going ahead with this campaign, even when there might be some tough times around us, because we're going ahead with this campaign, it says to everyone, this campaign really is important. We really are committed to it, and we're not going to let anything get in the way. A second reason why this might be advantageous. Because there are challenges right now, everybody involved, all of our volunteers, our church members, we're paying attention and we're planning and preparing and we're making sure to give extra attention to every detail. It works because people know it has to work, and people are giving it that care and that attention to make sure that it works. And third, because there are some challenging times right now, other groups are more likely to hold back and not do fundraising. So as a result, our members have fewer distractions from other sources. We're going ahead with this Come to the Table campaign. We're going to be bold and we are going to be confident because we trust. We put our trust in God, who is generous, and God who provides for us and calls us together. We are going to hear this call to come to the table, to be made one in Christ, and trust and believe that God has something good in store for the people of Fieldberg Lutheran Church. Thank you for your enthusiasm, and thank you for supporting the Come to the Table campaign. God's blessings.